Would you like to travel with me to the most famous temple in the world, to Angkor Wat? In the first of 3 videos about Cambodia, I will visit the famous temples. First, I traveled to Singapore and stayed there 2 nights because of jet lag. From there, it is a short flight to Siem Reap, Cambodia. The airport is 1 hour away from the city. Before I show you the temples, I repeat what the tour guide said. The Khmer Empire built the temples. The empire lasted for 600 years. One of the reasons was excellent water management. Even today, you can see many canals and reservoirs. The silhouette of Angkor Wat is famous and part of the flag of Cambodia. I came here at 6 o'clock in the morning so that I wouldn't have to see Angkor Wat with thousands of other tourists. Only hundreds. You can walk up to the upper floors, but it is not very easy. Angkor Wat was built under the Khmer king Suryavarman II in the 12th century. It was great to see Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is a Hindu temple, but this Buddhist monk was visiting Angkor Wat because it also is used as a Buddhist temple since centuries. He allowed me to film him, and I was not the only one allowed to do so. The walls show the churning of the ocean of milk. Once, the gods and the demons were weakened and collaborated. The gods worked hard as themselves or as an avatar, for example, a turtle. In the end, the gods and not the demons gained an important prize, signifying the triumph of good over evil. And this brings me to the end of my tour of Angkor Wat, after 5 hours there.
Whoa!
While going out, I noticed the people who work here come here on motorcycles, because the area is so large. And this is how many tourists come here with tuk-tuk. My tuk-tuk driver asked for $40 from 5 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Goodbye, Angkor Wat.
Just met Saia. He is good morning. Sorry, he is a tourist entrepreneur. He has a one-man business, right? How big is Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom area? How many square kilometers?
We found many temples in Cambodians. That means over 1,000 temples in Cambodians. But Angkor Archaeological Park, it dominates 401 square kilometers.
And what are the 3, 4, or 6 temples that tourists should not miss?
Most highlight temple that is Angkor Wat. See it one time in your life. There is another one. It's called Prohm. Very beautiful trees. They got very big trees over there. Another one is Bayon. Many faces. One you have to see it as well when you are in Siem Reap, because that one is beautiful with the carving. It's called Banteay Srei temples, the lady temples. And
well, thank you very much that you agreed for this little interview.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
So much.
Apsaras are semi-divine beings in Hindu mythology. Some traditional dances honor the Apsaras.
Bye.
Do you remember the movie Lara Croft, Tomb Raider from 2001? It was filmed here, in Prohm, the temple with the beautiful trees. The Khmer Empire fell in the 15th century because of a combination of factors, including drought. The jungle slowly overgrew the temples. The temples were rediscovered in the 19th century. In the 20th century, it was decided Prohm should remain as it is, to be picturesque. Damage from falling trees and huge numbers of visitors forced a new strategy. Some of the large trees had to be felled or cut, and supportive structures and walkways were added. Prohm was built in the 12th century as a Buddhist temple. It is one of the few temples with an inscription about the people who lived and worked here. Most of the trees here are silk cotton trees and strangler figs. I walked to the Grand Hotel d'Angkor. It was built in the 1930s. The guests were taken to Angkor Wat on elephants. From the Grand Hotel d'Angkor, it's a 3-minute walk to the Royal Residence Park. One tree there is special. They are waking up. Fruit-eating bats. A big colony, hundreds. They do not attack humans. Here they go to find fruits. My next temple was Bayon, the temple with many faces. I had to film the faces from afar because one floor was shut temporarily for tourists. Nobody knows whose face that is. Bayon is much smaller than Angkor Wat. Some carvings depict everyday life. Some carvings depict animals. And some carvings depict the battle on Lake Tonle Sap. You notice I switched off the sound. That is because Bayon has a lot of traffic noise. Just 800 meters away is the Terrace of the Elephants. The Khmer kings used to watch parades there. I was told normally it is popular with tourists. But the day I was there, it was very hot. And just a further 200 meters away is the Terrace of the Leper King. As fascinating as that sounds, the name goes back to a misunderstanding. Instead, this used to be a crematorium. It was wonderful to see the two terraces.
Ah oui, ça c'est pas bien.
Ah ouais.
Ok.
This small door and the long walkway behind are the entrance to Banteay Srei, the temple with the beautiful carvings. Banteay Srei is a Hindu temple from the 10th century. It was sponsored not by the king, but by a wealthy member of the royal court. It was looted many times, including a Frenchman who later became the French Minister for Culture. Due to its history in the 20th century, Cambodia has the most landmines of any country. There are great efforts to clear the country of landmines. These little orchestras in front of many temples consist of landmine victims. This is the Thommanon temple from the 12th century. It has never been restored. It has few but beautiful carvings. I loved it there. I don't know why. I spent a lot of time there. The original recommendation was that I visit the Ta Keo temple, literally on the other side of the road, and that I climb to the top of the Ta Keo temple. But I took so much time at the Thommanon temple, it got too dark, and I couldn't see the Ta Keo temple.
Morning.
You guessed it, I am walking up a hill to see the sunrise. At the top of the hill, I am surprised to see large insects and Buddhist chanting. This is not for tourists. These are morning prayers. In Cambodia, you can see some very poor families. This is not manipulated. This is the sun as recorded by my smartphone. You can just see Lake Tonle Sap in the distance. All that is left now is that we go down again. Yes. Okay, I'm back in Siem Reap.
My phone is about to die.
Looking over the moat, and then entering the Preah Khan temple from the 12th century, which is easier said than done because it has 4 entrances and is 56 hectares large. Almost 100,000 officials and servants worked here. It's a Buddhist temple surrounded by smaller Hindu temples. Carvings depict the apsaras. The name of this temple changed little over the centuries, and today it means sacred sword. On a rainy day, I went to one of the reservoirs. In the reservoir, there is an artificial island from the 12th century. You can walk to the artificial island. On the island, there are 4 pools. The pools represent earth, wind, fire, and water. The pools were used as hospitals. It was thought that bathing in these pools would cure or improve certain diseases. These are reconstruction workers at the Bakong temple, one of the 4 temples known as the Roluos group. These are early temples from the 9th century. They have stonework and a lot of bricks. And the bricks give them a lovely red color. When I was there were hardly any visitors.
Right down when we get at the ceramic.
Not only was reconstruction going on, but also cleaning. The whole Angkor Archaeological Park is kept extremely clean, like no other corner of Cambodia. This is Lim Muay Theam's private house and gallery. He is an artist from Cambodia, and in his house he exhibits objects of art and of artisanship that he collected all over Cambodia, as well as his own art. In the beautiful courtyard, you can see something interesting. The Cambodians today are Buddhist, but they believe in spirits, and many families provide a little house for the spirits. He collected also many little spirit houses. Here are the last temples that I saw. Many tourists opt for 3 or 4 days in Siem Reap. I chose 7 days. Was I templed out? Yes, a little bit, but in my opinion, I was less templed out than those who stayed 3 or 4 days, because I had more time to digest these wonderful impressions. A few other sites I visited. This is West Barai. The Khmer Empire created one of the largest hand-cut water reservoirs on earth. This is mango growing. I couldn't figure out which fruit this is. The Krama Yuyu weaving shop and the Lo Yuyu ceramic shop declared that one of their goals is to improve the income of local families. Thank you for watching. Cambodia, Part 2, will be about Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia.